Ginge. Ah. Today I'm going to show you 3 tapping licks. They're all inspired by Nuno Bettencourt. You'll hear me mention him a lot because he is one of my favourite players. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Let's have a look at tapping lick number 1. So with any of these, I recommend you practice them on a clean sound first. So let's have a look what's happening in the left hand. We're going to start on the 3rd fret on the E. We're going to play 2 notes per string. So let me show you the notes. It's going to be 3, 5, and then the same on your A string. Then when you drop to your D, it's going to be 2, 5, and then 2, 5 on your G as well. So all the way through. Then when you get to your B string, it's going to be back to 3, 5, and then 3, 5 on your E as well. So all together. Let's have a look at what the right hand's doing. Now, interestingly enough with this one, you're doing exactly the same scale, just 12 frets higher. So with your left hand going 3, 5, your right hand would tap out 15, 17. And again, same shape, so we get 15, 17, then the same again on the A string. Then when you go to the D, you're going to move back to 14, so 14, 17, and then same on your G, 14, 17, and then B is 15, 17, and 15, 17. So a good way to practice this would be just to mute the strings and just practice tapping that scale shape. Just to get used to that first of all. So if we move back to the left hand, what's actually going on is we're doing hammers through the scale. So exactly what the left hand is doing is this. So when you put both hands together, you end up with this. Let's have a look at lick number 2. If we start with the left hand, what we're doing is exactly the same pattern, we're just moving it back 1 fret at a time. We start on the 11th fret on the G, and what's happening here is it's 11 to 14 hammer, and you're going to play that 4 times. Just move it back a fret. Now when you reach the 3rd fret, we double up on that. So 8, 8. So that altogether gives us the right-hand part taps out again a pattern. Let me show you what's happening on that one. So if we split it into 2 parts, first part going. So you can hear it follows a set pattern really. So we start on the 18th fret, all on the G, and the pattern goes 18, 18, 19, 19, and then backwards. The rest of the patterns follow the same kind of thing. So far we've gone. Next off, we're staying on 18, and we go 18, 18, 19, 18, 18, 18, 16. So far. And then. We stay along those lines now, so we're on 16, and we go 16, 18, 16, 16, 14, and then 14, 16, 14, 14, 13. So all together. So when we put both hands together, we end up with something like this. The second part hits when you hit the 3rd fret. This part goes like this. So the tapping hand stays on the 13th fret, and the pattern is 13, 11, 10, 11. Then we move back a fret, but the tapping stays the same. So then when we move back to the 1st fret, the tapping changes. And that pattern there is 11, 10, 8, 10. So we put all of that together, we get something like this. Let's have a look at lick number 3. starting with the left hand, we start on the 5th fret on the D string with the 2nd finger, and it's going to be 5 to 7 hammer. Then on the string below, 4 to 7 hammer. Then we do a string skip to the E, and it's going to be 3 to 7 hammer. Then coming backwards, we do a pull from 7 back to 3. Then what's happening here is we do what's known as a hammer on from nowhere. So you're not going to pick it, you're just going to hammer your little finger back on to your 7th fret on your G with no pick, and then pull to 4, and then finish on the 5th fret on your D string. So all together. Then we slide up 2 frets, and we do exactly the same, and then we slide up 2 frets again and do exactly the same. So the good thing about this is you can move it all over the fretboard. Sounds particularly awesome, I think. So the pattern that I did, we started 5th fret and we moved up to 7 and then up to 9. So again, with just the left hand. So the right hand, the tapping pattern for the first section starts on your D string and it's 12, and then we go 12 on the G, and then 2 taps on 10 on the E. So when you put that together with your left hand, it gives you but then we're going to do that hammer from nowhere, tap 12 and pull to 7 and 4 on your G. Then we do another hammer from nowhere onto 5 on the D, tap 12 and pull. So slowly. Hammer from nowhere, tap. And then we slide up and do exactly the same, but just 2 frets higher. And then 2 frets higher again. Please give me a like and subscribe to my page. I'm pretty much doing videos every other day at the minute. Playthroughs, lessons, lockdown licks, etc, etc. So give me a thumbs up and we'll see you in the next video.